want to say this, before I begin on, the topic. I'm just so tired of black children being tossed around. Straight up. Like, I'm tired of black children being tossed around. I'm tired of hearing that, this white couple adopted this black child, took her home, raped her, and then killed her. I'm tired of our children being tossed around. Whether it's in juvie centers, or whether it's someone adopting them that has a same-sex marriage. I'm tired of the constant mind manipulation that is going on with our children. I'm tired of it. And it's not just one person's fault. It's a government that has failed us. And behind every government, there are people. So the people that we rely on, that we trust, have failed us. I'm tired of hearing about young girls being molested by their father, their brother, their cousins. You know how many stories I've heard about a child being touched? A grown woman, she being touched as a child. I'm tired of it. But in this particular case, I am very much tired of this situation. And I understand that there are a lot of single moms out there. I understand that women want to do the right thing for their children, and that there are a lot of men that have abandoned their child, specifically their boys. I understand that it's a burden because you want, for some of you all, you want the father to be involved, but he doesn't want to be involved. I get it. But for the sake of this conversation, I have to say it like it is. A black woman that is, can never raise a boy to be a man. Ever. And I'll go further, but we're going to stay on topic. I'm going to go further. A white man is not qualified to raise a young black boy into a grown black man. A white woman isn't. No one is qualified with the exception of the black man. That plain and simple. So I know what you all are going to say. You're going to talk about race, and then you're going to talk about how, a man, regardless of what skin color he is, can raise a boy into a man. And that is not true. It's not. Because there's certain things that white man has to understand that he can't understand because he's not black. He's not a black man. Like I'll give you a good example. What is that white man going to tell that child, that black child, when it comes to the police officers? What is he going to say? When it comes to history, is he going to really tell the truth on how white people enslaved black people, they kidnapped us? And they did some of the atrocious things during slavery, such as bucking a black man? And if you all don't know what bucking means, that means that the slave master stuck his penis inside that black man's ass. Is he going to talk about how foul the slave masters were because they looked at black people as property? Is he really going to explain to that black kid what that white man has done, what the white man has done? Because once he explains that, guess what? That black boy is going to start to resent his adopted white father, as well as adopted white mother. So, is he really going to be effective? Is he? How can he teach his son, the white father, teach the black son how to brush his hair. They don't have the same hair follicles. And see, this is the problem that and I may make a video about it. We always go with this narrative. We don't see skin color. Well, are you blind? Stevie Wonder should be saying that, not you, because you have eyes, you can see. And there's a difference. There is a difference. Don't tell me that it's not. The way I groom myself, as far as my hair in particular, is totally different from the way a white man grooms his hair. Period. And it's funny, it's ironic that I'm talking about this because just earlier today, me and Pretty Ricky was having a conversation on how white people just want to touch black people's hair. And black people don't even realize just how rare and beautiful we are because no one has this type of texture of hair. No one. And this is the point that I'm making. So, no one is qualified to raise a black boy into a black man except for the black man. That plain and simple. You can put in the comment section all of the BS you want. That is the truth. And this is the reason why I'm not talking about the LGBTQ community. I'm not getting on them. But this is, so how can I say it? See, this is the problem that I have with today's society. I can't talk. You say I have the right, the freedom of speech, but when I talk, I'm censored. So I don't know how else to say it, but this is when you get a black woman raising a young black man, a boy into a young black man, they most of them are sissified. They're too sensitive. Period. And I can tell you, I know from experience, because I was raised by a black mom. She couldn't teach me how to pee straight. She didn't teach me about women. I love my mother. So if she's looking, I mean, it is what it is. I'm trying to reach and teach the people. And, you know, of course she said she raised me the best way she could, but I think she could have did a lot more better. She provided the essential things that I needed growing up, but I think she could have did a lot more better when dealing with a young black boy. She didn't teach me about women. At one point in time, she thought I was gay. She's told me that. And the reason why she thought that is because I was messing with hoes. I just didn't, I had street smarts. I was respectful, meaning that I was messing with the hoes, but you never bring a hoe to greet your moms. You don't do that. So I kept that from her. But I had to learn how to like exist as a young black teenager into a young man. And I made a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. Me running away from at 16 years old is me coming into my manhood. Coming into my manhood. I couldn't take it anymore. It was too much feminine energy inside the house. You had my sister, which was, a female. You had my mother, which was a female. And you had her husband, which was a female. And I'm not saying my mom's gay. She wasn't gay. The dude was a heterosexual man, but he had feminine energy, if you understand where I'm coming from. He was a punk too, raised by his single mother. And then, his mom's wound up remarrying. But anytime you see a grown-ass man eating cereal and reading comic books at 35 years old, I don't know what to tell you. Even now, I'm on a PlayStation and I'm playing games and my conscience hits me. I can't even play on a PlayStation but for so long. Why? Because I'm a grown man and I have responsibilities. I could be doing other things far more productive than playing a PlayStation game. Got a PS4, want a PS5. What kind of shit is that? But this is my point. This is through experience that I was older until I realized that You know what? Now I'm a man. But throughout my 20s, please, I was still a little kid, a 16-year-old. A black woman, not all, but a single black mom can damage a black boy. Damage them. And this is the reason why it is imperative for the black man to be in their child's life, whether it's a female or whether it's a male, because the male needs attention just as well as the female. You know how many women, not women, you know how many girls, when I was a teenager, you know how many girls I cut school with and went home and banged them out? You know how many girls there were that I did that didn't have a father in their life? And had they had a father in their life, guess what? I probably wouldn't even been able to do it. In other words, women most of the time raise weak-minded children. That's plain and simple. And if they raise strong-minded children, it's this independent, you don't need no man. And for the man, it's I'm gonna be independent and I love my mama. But your mother ain't your damn wife. That's your mother, idiot. I'm not that clean. Yo, let me tell you something. I love my mother and my father, but I'm not clingy like that. I'm not a mama's boy, and I'm not a daddy's boy. I'm not that. I am who I am. Period. I love them, but I don't need them. I don't need their support, meaning whatever they give me, hey, thank you, but I am a man. I could make it on my own. But I had to learn that. And it's not, I believe. It's not that. It's just the truth. It's the truth. Can't no man on this planet, with the exception of the black man, raise a black child, black boy, into a young black man. A successful young black man that has pride, dignity, respect, and a love for his race. None. Let me flip it so you could totally get and understand where I'm coming from. I can't raise a young white boy into a young white man. I can't. First and foremost, if he's in my house, I'm gonna teach him black history. So he's gonna even hate himself for the things that his race has done to black people. So I would much rather him be in a setting where there's a white woman and a white man, because guess what? This is very controversial what I'm about to say, but it's the truth. The lies that white America has told, it works. That white boy will turn into a young, successful white man based on American lies. So they'll teach that white boy that white people built the pyramids, that white people did everything, and black people weren't nothing but slaves. And that's what gives that white boy the upper hand. That's what gives him privilege, because he feels as though that he is the alpha male. He feels as though that, in religion, he's taught that God is white, Jesus is white. So all of these icons and prophets and people that of a stout, if I'm using that properly, are white. But if he comes and he lives with me and I raise him, I'm gonna tell him you've been lied to, and he's gonna want to himself if he has a conscience. And that's the point that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I seen this video and it brought chills to my body. I was shaking. I seen two white men, married couple, same-sex marriage, raising a black child, a black boy. Do you understand the psychological damage that they're doing to this boy? That he has to accept perversion. Could you imagine the boy waking up in early morning? Boy waking up early in the morning. I'm going to say this for the sake of this video, this conversation, because it's a... Shit! The boy waking up early in the morning. All he wants is the cereal. He wants his Tony the Tiger cereal. He can't reach up on top of the refrigerator to get it. So the door is cracked in his parents' room. He opens it up and he sees his father with his penis in his father's butt. Do you know what that's gonna do to that boy? I'm done.